Welcome to Too Old, Too New, the music discovery podcast that brings you something old, something new, you did it, something Nate, something Bruce. I'm Nate Runkle, host of the Yo, That's My Jawn podcast, and with me, as always, is my good friend Bruce Warren from WXPN. The premise of this show is simple. Each week, we bring you two songs apiece. One new song that has been metaphorically spinning our turntable platters, and one old song that we believe still absolutely matters. So here's something funny. You did a little Bullwinkle horn there, right? The other night I'm on the radio and I had to announce the new Sleigh Bells song, which is the new Sleigh Bells album is absolutely awesome. But the name of it is like something ridiculous. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up right here. Because every time I see it, all I can think of is I have to say the name of this stupid album like Bullwinkle. It's just it's just what happens, okay? And it's because it's called Bunky Becky Birthday Boy. And every time I say it, I have to, ooh, Becky Birthday Bunky Boy.
Totally.
It's just ridiculous. I don't know, man. Sometimes you just you ride the wave. But I mentioned to you before we started that I have a little surprise for you and for the listeners of Too Old, Too New, especially our day ones. And the reason I say that is because, do you know what this week is?
The week of April the 8th? I do not know.
It is the 1-year anniversary of you and I podcasting together.
No way.
It is, yes.
God fucking damn it. That's exciting.
Our first episode dropped April 10th last year. We recorded it, I believe, April 7th, somewhere around there.
Okay.
And so happy anniversary, my friend.
Hey, that's so nice. If we were actually in the same room, I'd give you a big kiss.
Oh, yeah, man. No, it's been super exciting. And like, I can't believe it. 1 year. Like, that feels like an accomplishment. And I just wanted to take some time and celebrate that.
Well, thank you very much. And, really, we could not do it without you, the listeners, the downloaders, the players, right? It's unbelievable that we've got over 1.5 million people downloading this thing every week now. I'm just blown away by that. So thank you.
Yeah, we're blessed. We're blessed to be able to bring people incredible music. And I'm going to get started. I'm going to bring my new song. My new song this week is a new one from an artist named Pictoria Vark, who performs as Pictoria Vark. Yeah, I love it. In 2022, she released The Parts I Dread, and it was an incredible album. I was a big fan of it, so I'd been highly anticipating what the follow-up was going to be. And on the 21st of this month, she released her new album, Nothing Sticks. And it's absolutely phenomenal. It's one of my favorite albums this year by far. And the one song that I'm bringing today is the song that stopped me dead in my tracks. And I had to stop everything I was doing and focus all of my attention on it while it was playing. And it's called I Sing What I See. And I'm going to play some of that for you right now. It's amazing to me how minimal that track is, yet feels so lush and fills the headphones if you listen to it in a headphone. It's incredible. And I immediately sent her a message of just a GIF of someone floating into space. And I was like, this was me as I was listening to this song. It's just absolutely beautiful.
I did not know who this person was until this new record came out. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It doesn't try to be anything that more than what it is. And what it is just it's simplistic beauty. It's not simplistic in a simple, kind of way, but it's just, sometimes you just got to make records that just sound beautiful and haunting and that deserve the space in your head to operate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the other things that I thought was really incredible was leading up to it, around the lead single. I forget, one of the lead singles is she's been sharing stories behind the songwriting and even the creation of the video on her Substack. which is, you and I are both fans of Substack, but I swear in the past month or so, musicians have been really like popping up on there and
Yeah.
doing a lot of awesome, incredible stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good pick. Really good. Really good pick. Now for something completely different. There's a new Turnstile song and a new Turnstile record coming in June. And, for those who aren't familiar with this band, they are I guess you could call them a hardcore band, right?
Yeah, I think that's
Certainly
fair.
punk rock band, rock and roll. They were a fucking rock and roll band. Come on, enough with this shitty genres or whatever. Not that the genre's shitty, the label's shitty. But from day and I was a big fan of the last record came out a few years ago. It was called Glow On. I've seen them twice. They're great live. And they're like one of those rock and roll bands that push the boundaries of the genre they're in, blah 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 blah. This song kind of is a really interesting song. It kind of starts out like Brian Eno, some Brian Eno shit, very ambient, maybe Roxy Music-ish, Avalon, circa Avalon, very contemplative, but man, it fucking takes off. So it's called Never Enough. Let's listen to it. Never enough. It's a fucking hit. It's a smash hit.
Yeah.
It's a smash hit there.
It's so anthematic, man. Like
it's so anthemic.
It's great. Absolutely great. Like, those are the kind of things that like whenever I hear a song like that, immediately I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to see this live. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like I get excited thinking about future shows that aren't even happening yet,
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm really pumped to hear the rest of the record. Very excited. That's new Turnstile.
It's
Never
incredible.
enough.
It's incredible. Remind you of anything?
It does remind me of something. In fact, my selection for my old song is very reminiscent because it was the very first thing I thought of when I heard this song. You want to jump into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's jump into it. Okay. So, we're music fans. You hear a song and it reminds you of another song sometimes. And I immediately thought of, well, first of all, my first reaction was hearing the melodic sensibility of this song and the way that it was produced. I was like, this isn't their hit song yet, but they are going to write a big hit song. And they ideally will become really super, super popular and et cetera, but stay true to their hardcore roots. But it immediately, after I thought that, I was like, this is what it reminds me of. Just play it. You're a fan of this song. I could tell because you played it a little bit longer than the clips. But like, come on. It's just like, and I'm not saying it's a ripoff at all, but it's got the same energy. It's got the same propulsiveness. It's got the same super melody and anthemic thing happening. Plus the drums are just like out of control. Like,
yeah.
So it kind of reminded me of that. And I'll be honest with you, I was never a big Foo Fighters fan.
Okay.
Were you?
So this is I love any chance to talk about the Foo Fighters because I have a very weird relationship with the Foo Fighters, which is I'm going to say something that's going to sound insane and it'll probably kick me out of the Cool Kid Music Club if I were ever in it. And that is, I actually prefer the Foo Fighters to Nirvana.
Oh man, you did not just say that.
I did. Come
on, Nate.
But you should also understand that I'm kind of a Nirvana hater. Like I loved Bleach. And I like parts of In Utero, but like Nevermind always felt like, I don't know, overproduced to me. And
Wait, Nevermind sounded overproduced to you?
Yeah.
Wow.
I like them raw. I like it's kind of the same thing I have with Weezer, where like Pinkerton was the only time I feel like they finally stripped away like all of the studio work, and it just felt live and raw. And
Right.
that's kind of like I don't I mean like, which is weird because I'm a big Brian Wilson guy, so obviously I like studio work and stuff like that. But like with rock bands, I just want the band to rock. Like I don't like tinkering and stuff like that. And so like Nirvana, like and also, there's so few Nirvana albums because obviously, sadly, Kurt passed away or whatnot.
Right.
Whereas the Foo Fighters, I never paid a single mind to until a friend of mine asked me if I wanted to see the Foo Fighters live. And I went to this show and like they played us. I was like, yeah, there's a song or two I like. I'll check that out. The first song goes, I go, oh, I love this song. Second song goes, I love this song. By like the fourth song, I'm like, wait a minute, do these guys just write songs that like fucking rock? And then like I've now seen them live like 4 or 5 times. And
Wow.
and the thing I love is, or I'll say used to love, is Dave Grohl when he performs. You can kind of feel that he appreciates where he gets to be making music. Like I always, whenever I watch him play, he looks like someone who is thankful that he gets to do what he does every day.
That's a really good point, Nate. That's a very good point.
And like I really, as a musician, I appreciate that because like it's really humbling to like, I don't think he's faking it. I don't think it's bullshit. I think he genuinely like
Right.
appreciates where he gets to be.
Right.
Now, the other end of this, the fact that the fucking Foo Fighters are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard of in my life. This is so
Wait a
fucking
second.
stupid.
Okay. You're getting a lot off your chest tonight, Nate. Let me just tell you, I was not prepared for this. Okay.
I told you. I had heat to come.
Keep going.
We did an episode when they announced that the Foo Fighters were getting into the, all right, you know me, I'm the positivity guy. I'm the like what you like. I'm displace the guilt, embrace the pleasure. That's me. That's my whole thing. That's my Jawn. I like people to like things, right? There is one negative episode that has ever been recorded of Yo, That's My Jawn, and it was after the Foo Fighters were inducted to the Hall of Fame. I called my 2 buddies, the brothers Ferris, and I invited them on the show, and we talked about how fucking stupid it was. Like, when you think about all of the acts that are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and like, within like I want to say like the first year or two that they were eligible, the fucking we had the first ballot get the Foo Fighters in there. The fuck out of here, man. And that's not a slight against them. I like Dave Grohl too, but the goddamn Foo Fighters are in there and Harry Nilsson isn't. Warren Zevon isn't. Like,
nor is Bad Company. Okay, let's just come on, Bad Company.
It's ridiculous.
It's fucking ridiculous. Exactly. God damn it.
That's right. So, love-hate relationship with the Foo Fighters.
All right. Well, you're allowed. You're allowed.
Thank you.
There's no denying. I mean, they write killer songs, and I've never seen them live.
No?
They're just not a band I was ever interested in,
Did you ever meet Grohl?
Never met Grohl. No,
Okay.
never met Grohl. But yeah, I mean, incredible musician, just, and I loved your point about like, he seems really happy to be performing for you. And because it always seems like that's the case. Now, wait a second. Let me just go back to Nevermind for a second.
Yeah.
Because Butch Vig and Andy Wallace, Butch Vig produced the record, Andy mixed it. The sound of that record is just gorgeous. It became like the benchmark for what alt/grunge/ whatever rock and roll of the 90s became.
Yep.
And it was hard to hit that benchmark. I'm sorry, man.
I hear you. But do you know what it is? I don't want clean Nirvana. I like it gross. Like, you know what I mean? I definitely hear you. And that isn't to say that it's poorly produced. I'm like, when I say that I don't like the production, that I think it's overproduced, I'm not saying that like that's a feature. All right. I'm not saying it's a bug. It's just not what I want.
So now I got this song going on. I'm like, it's right on the tip of my, it's like, do 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 do. Oh baby, I like it raw.
That's right. Yes.
There you go. Who is that? ODB.
That's ODB. Yeah.
Right. ODB. Right. That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. Got
you
your
like
money.
it gross and you like it raw.
That's right.
What do you got, Nate, for your old song?
Something not raw, that's for sure. So this is a production. This is a production dream. So I'll take you on the train through all of this. Back in the 70s. For anybody who doesn't know, Coca-Cola had this really big ad campaign called centered around this idea, this song, I'd like to buy the world a Coke.
Yeah, the Hilltop song.
The Hilltop song. That's exactly right. And Walter Liss from ABC loved the Hilltop song so much that he wanted one of those for his news programs for ABC. And so he hired Al Hamm, who produced the Hilltop song, and Al brought the Hilltop Singers together to create a song for news broadcasts. And that song was called Move Closer to Your World. And I don't know how many people know it by name, but I'll just play it right now as my old pick. And then, of course, we'll talk about it, and you'll possibly know why this is so important to someone like us from Philly. It takes to bring your world to.
Man, I'm getting all fucking weepy-eyed and shit.
Right? That's right. It's the theme to Channel 6 Action News. It played on a lot of stations, but it's inherently ours. And we're like known for it. And it was just announced that they're releasing it as a single finally. Eraserhood Sound is releasing a 7-inch vinyl of it, which is available to pre-order. It ships in May. There's only 300 copies available, and on it, it's also got 2 alternate versions to the theme that have never been heard before that were created using the original masters. They got the original masters before they were almost destroyed to put this together. They worked with Al Hamm's son and his son Sam, and then this is coming out. I'm super excited for I'm so excited for the theme song to a news program coming out on vinyl. I pre-ordered my copy. Perry Shaw did the artwork for it.
That's right. Perry. Word up,
amazing.
Perry.
That's
right.
Yeah,
we love Perry. It's an all Philadelphia. It's an all Philadelphia love affair for sure.
I actually used to close my DJ sets out with it because I was like, it's time to wrap up. It's the end of the night. The news is going. You know what I mean? Like I always like to put that on, and people would always be like, "Where do I get this?" And you couldn't. But now it's available. It's on all your streaming services.
Yep. Great.
So, I mentioned a little surprise because in doing all of this research, I found out, did you know that when they announced Coke Zero back in 2005, they did a new version of the Hilltop song?
They did. Yes, I did know that.
And it was called Chill Top. And I'm just going to play it.
You gonna play a little bit of it?
Yeah, because it also has a little Philly connection.
Give the world a little break. What a smile when things get rough. So turn off your phone and
I'm absolutely shameless. Any chance I get to say G Love? G Love got to do the rework for the Hilltop song.
You can see where it got Coke Zero though.
That's it. Yeah.
No offense, G. No offense, Garrett.
But no,
that was pretty good. That was, an interesting marketing decision, but we'll move on.
That's right. Of course, all of these songs, folks, you can find them a year's worth of music on a playlist for you and your listening pleasure.
That's right.
Available on Spotify, link in the show notes. Of course, you can find us on the socials. Bruce is at Some Velvet Blog. I'm at Yo, That's My Jawn. You can find us on Substack. Maybe you're watching this on Substack, or if you don't know that this is available, you can watch it on Substack. There's video and everything. And you can also hear the music because the YouTube video cuts out the music from it. You can hear Bruce every Saturday. Wait, my God, what am I doing? Time out. Tomorrow, or today, when people hear this, because it'll be out tomorrow, is Vinyl Day at WXPN. Bruce, you got a thing going on playing your 45s?
Yeah, man. I have an extensive collection of 45s from 1965 when I started buying them till pretty much now. So I get to pick 12 of my favorites out of thousands. So yeah, all day Vinyl Day tomorrow. In anticipation of Record Store Day on Saturday, we decided we're just going to go all analog all day. We got all the turntables set up. We got a vinyl cam, which you check out on the website.
That's cool.
And we're bringing in all like a lot of the hosts are all doing like 1 or 2 hours, so we get a flavor of everybody's personal record collections. So I'm doing 7 o'clock tomorrow night. 45s, my fave 45s, and yes, I will be playing "La La Means I Love You" by the Delphonics. So.
Hell yeah! And also, you guys not just DJs, you have a special guest, don't you?
We have a couple of special guests. Oh yeah, Mr. Adam Weiner, Low Cut Connie.
That's exciting.
He's coming in tomorrow morning, I think at 9 o'clock, and he's going to drop some wax. It's going to be, and we've done these like guest DJ vinyl segments with Adam before, and the guy's just like a fucking walking encyclopedia of music and so much fun. So yeah, we got Adam to hang out with us for a little while. So
that's incredible. So yeah, tomorrow, the 10th of April, make sure you tune in to WXPN 88.5, or if you're not local, you can always find it on the web at xpn.org. And you can stream it. Look, hey man, if you need a plug, you know who to come to.
Gotcha.
That's right. And you can hear the Yo, That's My Jawn podcast wherever you get your podcast from. The current episode has an interview with Jeremy Jasper, who wrote and directed this film, Odessa, that's out right now. He also wrote all of the music to it, starring Sadie Sink. We have a really fantastic conversation. He's a Jersey dude. And we found out that I told him we should probably compare 23andMe because all of his loves are very similar to my own loves. And so I think we might have been separated at birth. But that's what we got. It's been a year, my friend. Thank you so much for hanging, and we will catch you next time.
All right. Peace out. See ya.
It's what we do. Too old, too new, we're the truth. Come on, hang with me, Bruce. Too old, too new, we're the truth.